The cruise has ended with the Celebrity Summit docked at the Port of San Juan in Puerto Rico. After disembarking from the ship, we had a full day of exploring Old San Juan before flying back home to wintry Canada. After being dropped off at the San Cristobal Square, we meandered around, checking out the architectural style of the buildings and noting the freshness of new paint as San Juan emerges from the destructions of Hurricane Maria almost 2 years ago. The colonial Spanish building style called for tall, high-ceilinged buildings to allow hot air to rise and dissipate. The narrowness of the cobbled street created shade while allowing the fresh breezes of the Caribbean Sea to pass through. We headed towards the Castillo de San Cristobal and walked along the street in parallel with the old walls that protected San Juan from attacks. We passed La Perla, a community that has a reputation for violence and drug trade. Established in the late 19th century, it was inhabited by poor and working-class families. Today, generations of residents have created a unique culture that is under threat from government and corporate development plans for what is considered a desirable coastal location. The El Morro Fort just behind us.
Stiamo in San Juan Viejo con lo Castillo del Morro behind us.
We started our walk from San Cristobal and we walked up towards the sea, Saona.
Basically along the castle walls, the old fort walls that were here, that the Spanish built back in the 1700s. I'm not quite sure what those dates. And we're just trying to get into the Castillo del Morro, which is right behind us right now. And we can see if we get in there and take a look around there. Promises to be some nice views.
Okay, let's get going.
Why don't you join us?
The history of San Juan is tightly woven to the voyages of Christopher Columbus, who landed on the island in 1493 and thereby began the long Spanish colonial rule, which ended during the 1898 Spanish-American War. Puerto Rico ultimately became a commonwealth controlled by the United States in 1952. Spain became rich from its Caribbean trade routes, with San Juan playing a major role. Its harbor was well positioned on trade routes between Europe and the Americas. To protect San Juan from pirates and European rivals, the Spanish started building the Castillo San Felipe del Moro in 1539. Subsequent attacks on the island over the next 2 centuries by the English, French, and Dutch were easily repelled because of the massive fortifications. From El Moro, we made our way back to the historic center of Old San Juan to continue our tour.